There was a certain morbid fascination with the story of the Titan, the submersible that went to look at the wreckage of the Titanic all the way on the bottom of the ocean floor. And the world held its breath, waiting to see the fate of the submersible, lost contact. And sadly, we know the outcome, that they had probably died on the descent, imploded, the air pressure was just too great. And it really got me thinking, there's this perhaps spiritual, mystic pull that certain people have for the great unknown, the call of the wild, as it were. What lies in the ocean floor? What lies in the heavens beyond our reach, beyond our vision? And this has driven humanity to do some incredible things and also some very dangerous and perhaps nonsensical things. But there's this inner drive that pulses throughout humanity to try to see and touch that which is perhaps not meant to be touched or seen. And it's this very attitude that I think the Torah is telling us in tomorrow's Torah portion, when we're introduced to the confounding law of the red heifer, the Parah Adumah. And of course, the Parah Adumah is the very, very paradigm of irony, of a contradiction, of a paradox. Because if a person is contaminated by contact through a dead body, the only way that they can become ritually pure is through the process of the ashes of the red heifer. And the greatest irony is that the person who handled that process, he himself became ritually impure. So the process by which the only way someone can become ritually pure in Judaism back then, also made the very person involved in the process ritually impure. It's a paradox. And to this, the rabbis tell us that even King Solomon, the wisest of all men, did not understand the mystery and depths and secret of the red heifer's reality. And you know what? That's okay. There are two types of mitzvot. There are mishpatim, which are laws that have some sort of rationale that we can perhaps comprehend to some extent. And there are chukim, which are irrational laws that have no logical human understanding. And they're both equal. They both have equal weight and measure in consequence and in execution in our daily Jewish life. And the Almighty is telling us there are just some things that you, as human beings, have to understand. You cannot understand and touch and feel and see everything that you just want to. It's beyond, some things are just beyond you. And I'm not saying that it was improper or wrong to go down to see the Titanic, or it's improper to go to the heavens and land a man on the moon. There's so much greatness that we've received from these voyages. But in our own lives, there's just some things that are beyond our scope. And we have a hard time with this, especially with the rise of AI, where everything is so available at our fingertips. It's so hard, but it's such a fundamental part of being a Jew to just understand. And with this understanding, we're really a step ahead of humanity, because we taught this to the world that there are some things that we just should not be touching and seeing and feeling, and that are beyond our comprehension, and it's meant to stay that way. No matter how advanced we or our technology may get, it is supposed to remain just beyond our touch. May the Almighty bless us to realize what is within our realm, what is outside of our realm, to know the difference between the two, and to remember some things are beyond us. They are in the province of God and God alone. With that, we'll be able to have a more balanced life, we'll be able to have balanced relationships, and we'll be able to understand what true humility really is. Shabbat Shalom.